Rebekah Remington, and I just realized we have 3 of the Beulah Rose Prize winners here tonight, so that's really cool. Rebekah Remington was educated at Johns Hopkins, the University of Michigan, and the University of District of Columbia. Her poetry has appeared in Hayden's Ferry, Ninth Letter, the Iowa Review, and the Missouri Review. In 2009, she received a Maryland State Arts Council award, and she teaches poetry at Towson. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here tonight reading for Smartish Pace, and thanks to Stefan and Claire and Tracy. The first poem I'm going to read 3 poems. The first one is called Children of America, Let Your Mothers Go to the Movies. And it's based on an experience I had several years ago. I have 2 sons. My youngest son is 8, and when he was a baby, we were busted for breastfeeding in the Baltimore aquarium. So they were very nice about it. They just said, well, you can't do that here by the eels, but we'll take you to a place where you can, and basically it was a janitor's closet. So this is the second poem you'll hear tonight about breastfeeding and sea creatures. Love it when that happens. And there's a few allusions. Of course, the title is O'Hara. There's a Frost line, an Ashbery line, and Jimi Hendrix. Children of America, let your mothers go to the movies. I pulled up my shirt in the aquarium, nipple aglow, a low-slung bug. I was ushered to an oversized janitor's closet. Well, order had to be maintained, and my baby was hungry. It wasn't detention exactly. We could come out and see the electric eels whenever. It was dark in a spiritual way, like a vestibule with a good lampshade. Later, seahorses made us believe maybe there were better worlds. Sea moss indescribably blue, backlit crustaceans. If only we could breathe under there. Earth's the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. Yes, you could say it like that. Or come out and see the invertebrates, rays, the not pink side. Afterwards, I was allowed 1 ale at the Sip and Bite. There were so many rules, we didn't know which ones to follow. I wanted to kiss the sky in those days, so perhaps it made sense when I spun into the nebulae. The psychiatrist said it's a matter of not sleeping, folded up fodder, like too much screen time and not enough, a misspliced reel, soft din, soundtrack you could not summon. And this one's called Halo Dialogues Ending in Funambulism, which is tightrope walking. Transfiguration is too much for people like us. We could never make sense of such things, she said as we passed Bertamini's salon. Through the tattooed glass, we could see Iris twirl her curling brush through beetle brown strands. In the back, a row of widows browse the glossies. In the end, nothing is ever fine enough without some kind of supernatural noonday finish. In those days, my friend and I had many such conversations, quasi-religious, not without faith exactly, but with no pretense of authority or care to convince, a queer kind of meandering between diapers and feedings about the good, the difficult, or the woman's body as a thing apart. Where we walked, a canopy of black walnut made swaths of light on the road that wound past the old rich houses, front yards of brambles and stylized dandelions. The roll of stroller wheels lulled the babies. She said, "I saw this woman in a candy shop. I could not stop staring. Have you never felt mythically beautiful?" I remembered before 13, no, 10, perhaps then, perhaps never. Perhaps when I thought of nothing but fields and horses I would never own. Yet the cries of the babies contained, I thought, all the beauty in the world, though they too would learn ungainliness. What is certain, she said, is soup kitchen work. We went on to argue the worthiness of tightrope walking. Height and peril is everything. Spurning the law, creating a murmur below the cypress. I don't care how many spires you bridge. The crowd can't stop looking up. Those who want it to happen, those who don't. And my last one is called Leaving Squaw Valley. The sun was out and the moon was out. The boys were 1,000 miles off. I purchased rubber band flying machines. I liked my body when I was alone, and I liked my body when I thought of them, my difficult body. In the photo they sent, I could see the mess in the living room, the one that I would enter the way I might enter a messy myth, the children butterflying in the municipal pool, the man reciting mandolin Spanish. In my marrow, what had opened was hailstorm, a flying branch, crushed honeysuckle. The way home was 5 mountain ranges, 11 states, 3 time zones. The way home was a Milky Way of blackbirds. The way home was strung out flares, unshoeing the lonely slots of Reno. In earlier times, many died crossing that distance. Thank you.